Hello everyone and welcome to part 18 of this ChessBot battle series. And today we have more Halloween ChessBots. So in the previous video I played Skeleton Philip, but I wasn't able to give the description because I accidentally jumped right into the game. But Skeleton Philip was 700 rated. I'll play him again. Philip has been worked to death, literally. He has a bone to pick with his boss, but first he'll play chess to unwind from the 9 to 5 grind. Alright, let's pick Skeleton Philip, rated 700, and we'll play as a random color, and I'll do a 10-minute game, and alright, let's begin. Okay, so we have black. He starts out with d4, which is more of a strategic opening move instead of e4, which is more attacking. d4 usually leads to more closed positions. So we'll just respond with d5. And he plays c4, the Queen's Gambit. All right, so we will just play this e6 move to protect the pawn, and he develops a knight, so we'll do the same and just see what he does. Alright, so he develops knight to c3, putting more pressure on this d5 pawn. Alright, so now we'll play this c6 to help protect this d5 pawn, and now he's pinned our knight to the queen, so we'll break the pin with bishop to e7. Alright, and now we'll just develop our other knight as he has developed this pawn. Alright, so now he moves his bishop to d3. So what we could do here, we could attack this pawn, capture this pawn, and then he would have to move his bishop again, and then we could attack it with a knight and drive the bishop away. Does that look like something we want to try? Possibly. Alright, well, first I'll just chase his bishop and see what happens here. Okay, so he makes a bad move, letting his bishop be captured here. So we'll definitely take that bishop for the pawn. And then, let's see. Now, we don't really want to castle over there. I guess we still could castle. Let's see. Well, let's follow through with that earlier plan of capturing the pawn, then chasing his bishop. Okay, so now he's going to let us capture the bishop, so we might as well trade pieces off as we're ahead in material. Alright, so now we could attack two pieces. We'll move our knight, attack this knight, and his other knight. So he retreats his knight back. So we'll trade off material further here. Okay, so he decides to capture with the queen. All right. Well, now we could... Let's see, we could just attack this knight, so maybe we'll try that. Let's drive this knight back and just see what happens. Okay, so he goes back to there. Alright, well, we could move this bishop here and line up on the queen. So that may be an okay move. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll just line up on his queen. And, well, we have this bad bishop here. So let's just develop the bishop. Okay. Now he could threaten to bring this knight up here. Well, let's just go here and we'll aim at this unprotected pawn. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to go here and connect my rooks. And then, let's see. Just go there. Now we can take this pawn. All right, now what? Now what? Do we just push forward? Might as well do that. We'll push this pawn forward. If he moves forward, we can capture his rook here. All right. Well, let's just do that. See what he does. Okay, now we can attack his queen. Well, we might as well just fork these pieces first here. So we'll fork his king and his rook, then we can take his rook. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now we can attack his queen. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. Well, we might as well pick off another pawn, I guess. Although we do have to be careful here, this unprotected unprotected bishop. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we'll go here and attack his queen. All right. Go there. See what he does. Attack his queen. All right. Just continue to trade off material. And now pin this knight to the rook. And just capture. All right, so the game should come to an end here shortly. We can trade the rooks. And we have this pawn. All right. So let's prevent his king from coming forward. And now, let's see. We'll go here and just march this pawn forward. All right, we might as well further contain the king on the back rank. We'll protect the rook with the bishop. Okay, so now he's attacking our pawn, so we have to stop that. And now we can just press forward here and deliver mate with a queen promotion. All right. We'll do a quick game review on that one, just to see what the percentages are for game accuracy. So 74.6 to 83.2. Nothing too crazy about this game. The computer, it's a lower level at 700, so it was, programmed to make more mistakes, I guess. Yeah, here, see, it just let me capture his bishop. So, yeah, this was a blunder move. He should have just moved his bishop back. All right, and then, that would have kept the game slightly in white's favor. All right, let's see here. So, we just exchange off. He pushes forward. Best would have been what? To retreat and restrict my knight from moving forward. You know, and then at this point, I'm just so ahead in material, I just trade down and have an advantage at the end. All right, and that's just blasting out to the end. All right, so 1050 to 1250. It looks like the computer had 80.2 in the opening. I had 99.6. And then 72.7 to 69.3. So I could have played the middle game better, it looks like. All right, well, let's get out of this, and we'll do one more game against the next bot. So let's see. Computer. Next is in these Halloween bots, it looks like new Laura. Laura the librarian took up chess after reading about Judith Polgar. So Judith Polgar is probably the greatest female chess player of all time, so definitely worth looking at some of her games. She's an outstanding chess master. All right, it says pay attention. You might learn something from this bookworm. Okay, so we'll pick new Laura, rated 1100. We'll play a 10-minute game. We'll add a 5-second increment there, give us a little bit extra time. All right, so here we go. Okay, looks like we have black again. All right, so this time we'll do the Sicilian defense and see what they do. Okay, so here they played knight to f3, which will allow them to push this pawn in the center to d4. So they do that. We'll go ahead and attack. They recapture. Now we attack the other pawn. They protect it, and we'll play the Najdorf variation. So this pawn moves up to a6 to prevent the knights or bishop from coming to b5. So now they just develop here. Let's go ahead and attack that. All right, and then might as well keep attacking. And I guess we could attack again. Now we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll bring our bishop up here. Let's see, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now, our knight is under attack and we have to move, so where's best? Do we just move into the center here? Or do we just, we'll go there, see what happens. All right, so they open things up. We'll go ahead and capture, and now we can retreat our knight and attack the bishop at the same time. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then bishop ends up back where it was in the beginning after all that. All right, so, I don't know if I played that opening the best way. All right, so now they're lined up here. We want to block that. So let us, all right, we'll just go ahead and block that off. Okay, so they capture our knight, which that helped us out because it pulled our pawn that was on the side towards the center. And so now we can go ahead and attack this bishop. All right, so the bishop retreats. All right, now I think we want to go ahead and castle. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll castle. All All right, now we have to do something about this bishop. Okay, we could go... Well, we could just capture... No, we don't want to capture and give up this good defender around our king. So, how can we put pressure on this? Well, I guess we could put our queen over here. And we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So now they're building pressure up. We have to defend this pawn because the battery here is attacking it. Okay, so now we can go ahead, recapture here. Okay. Well, do we capture here? Let's see. We still have to do something about this bishop that's not doing much here. Okay, and what is the threat of this? Okay, let's just go here. We'll develop the bishop on this diagonal. Okay, now, I guess we could just take this. And then if his queen recaptures, we could move up here and attack. Do we want to do that, though? We could block. No. All right, we'll go ahead, do that. Attack his queen. Okay. Now we could attack his knight and open up this bishop. I think we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Now, well, if we do that, can we protect that pawn in time? Probably not. Okay, if we push this forward, he captures our queen, we recapture with the pawn, then he attacks. There's no way to protect that, so we probably have to push forward here. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Well, let's do that. Capture. And now we can protect the pawn. All right, so the problem is going to be this. So, well, let's go ahead and do that. Then do this. We'll attack. All right, so now he's attacking us. Let's go ahead, push forward, double our rooks up here on this 7th or our 2nd rank. All right, so how do we want to proceed here? Looks like the knight is going to jump in. Let's go ahead and, well, we could attack here. Let's try that. Let's try to attack. Okay. Well, do that and double his pawns up. Now we can go here and attack this. All right. Well, We have to capture that. We'll attack his knight. All right, what can he do next? How about... All right. Well, it's probably good to try and get behind the pawn. And we'll go here and block him in. Go there, keep an eye on that pawn. Okay, and then now maybe we can push forward. All right, I don't know. I think we'll just capture this pawn. Okay, so now we're under attack. We'll just head back to there. All right. Well, let's guard. Do we just... Wondering if I should guard the king down here. All right. Well, I could try and move my king up. All right. Well, we have him trapped here on the back rank. So, do we push forward? If he brings his rook down here, and he's going to try and swing into there, let's just go forward. All right, now we'll swing up into there. Well, I can move to here. We'll attack him. And let's go there. All right, do we just keep attacking him? We might as well. We'll just attack him, get our king up into a better position. Okay, well now we have to see if we can get this knight into a better spot. All right, let's push our pawn forward. Okay, so he tries to attack us. Let's go here. Just keep bringing our king up. All right. Well, let's... Oh, is that going to be a checkmate threat? Hold on. If he goes here, what can we do? All right, we'll just do that. Give us some room to escape. All right. Well, go there. And check him. And go there. Protect that pawn. Let's go. Come on. What is this? All right. All right, I kind of messed this up. So, well, I could do this and just capture. All right, well, now we pretty much have him. We can just march our pawn forward and promote and mate. All right, I don't know, I kind of didn't play the best there at the end. I kind of let them get some counterplay. All right, let's take a quick game review here, quick look at that. All right, so 62.5 to 64.9. So yeah, that was I don't know, a little messy game there. All right, we'll do this quick game review. Okay, so it didn't like this push forward here. Did not like that. D5 is a mistake. I overlooked an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. So instead, what did they want me to do? Castle? They wanted me to just attack here. Okay. Well, the bishop could have just backed up here. And then I probably would have made this d5 move anyway. So, I don't know. Sometimes the computer comes up with interesting moves, and it's hard to figure out exactly why they thought that was the best. Okay, so this is a blunder. Oh, and I overlooked it here. I had a chance to fork. This permits the opponent to win a knight through a fork, and I didn't see that. I could have just pushed forward here and forked. So best would have been to capture there, and then white would have been ahead. White would have been ahead after. Let's see what moves it recommends. Well, that's interesting. What the heck? It captured there. Why wouldn't you just recapture that knight? So after this move, why would you not just recapture the knight? If you recapture the knight and the bishop captures, and then it would be lining up here. I guess, oh, and you'd be attacking this. Okay, so if I captured the knight, they would attack my rook and threaten an attack on the king and have the king stuck. Oof. Yeah, that was bad. All right. So that was not good. All right, let me find that move. What is that? Bishop. So d5 was a bad move. So that's a mistake. So instead, they wanted this move. All right, anyway, moving on here. All right, they captured. That is a miss. I missed an opportunity to fork. So it still wanted me to fork there. So best would have been just to fork these pieces. And then black would have been ahead there. All right, and then this messes up because it still lets me fork, which I missed again. All right, best would have been to fork. Okay, so, a lot was missed in this game. I didn't play the best game here. All right. Best would have been to just chase this bishop away. Push the pawns forward. All right. And here, that was a mistake. Better would have been, once again, to chase that queen away. All right, f4 is a great move. This is the only move that works. I don't know if that was a great move. It's the only move that protects that pawn. And then rook to d1 here. Best would have been to just push this pawn forward. And then, I'd have to try and stop this pawn, and it would push up to c6. And then he could push this pawn and try and get some backup in the future. All right, moving on. Let's see here. That is a mistake. Better would have been, to just push that forward. All right. Well, I guess it would help me get these pawns moving. All right. Best would have been, once again, it wants me to push that pawn forward. I guess to get things moving, be able to push this forward and get these pawns moving up here. All right. Yeah, so I just gave the opponent way too much counterplay in the middle game here and in this end game. All right, best here would have been to just attack. All right, best here once again would be to move up there. All right. Yeah, this was, it said you had a pretty competitive game there. The opening was balanced. You and your opponent both threw away some big opportunities in the middle game, and you both battled pretty evenly in the end game. All right. Yeah, overall, that was a pretty ugly game. 800 to 950. All right, we definitely could have played better in this. See, now it's saying the game should have been a draw. So I don't know. That was definitely a game that could have been played better. All right. Opening 94.8. I had 95.4. The middle game 33.7 to 35.4. Just really pretty bad there in the middle game. And then 60.3 to 71.6. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video featuring these Halloween chess bots. If you like the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave comments or suggestions. And thank you, everyone. Have a great day.